love, awareness, wealth, rich joy, nourishment, creativity, creation.
Discipline stoners.
The gateway drug to mindfulness.
Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit. Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit. Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit.
Welcome back to another episode of Discipline Stoners. I am your host, Ellevan.
My name is Winnie.
And these are the blessings that we wish to infuse our interactions with you together with.
How long were you recording for?
We've been rolling for 45 seconds.
Okay, great.
So
Good
just a
stuff.
little bit, just a couple of the
Nice.
last ones. But
Yeah, just setting an intention for this.
we pray over our episodes
We do.
just to set an intention, because anything should be an intention.
And we talk so much about segment intending, so we better be
who
practicing.
Who would we be if we didn't practice what we preach?
Exactly. Oh,
Gotta drink your own Kool-Aid, am I right?
Everybody grab your joints.
I got a nice joint of Larry OG.
Cousin Larry OG.
Cousin Larry OG.
By Panorama, new to the Ontario market.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to light this up, but I'm going to bless it. Will you bless it for us?
Mm-hmm.
Just not too sloppy, though.
I know. That's why I have to.
Oh, wow, that's in there. Sorry, I just knee knocked you. Did it get extra sloppy because I knee knocked you?
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect. Okay.
It's perfect. Today on the table. Oh, grab your joints. Oh, now
I'm
we're
lighting
ready.
up, babies. I'm
Okay,
lighting up.
grab your joints, your edibles, your drinks, your topicals,
Time to get high. Let's go.
your bath bombs, your
Oh, you're forgetting in the bath?
dabs,
You know?
your vapes. And I think I covered everything that I know of.
Okay, so let's get right down to brass tacks. What is Christ consciousness, and what are we here to learn?
Okay. All right. Just letting everyone know what we have on the table
Oh, yeah,
here.
let them know about our drinks first, then
We
we'll
got-
cover Christ consciousness. Okay, I just want to also touch on Christ consciousness, okay?
Okay. And that's it, because Ace comes around when you talk about Christ consciousness. So you know there's something there.
He's achieved it.
Okay, on the table, in the glasses in the back here.
On the table.
Fresh Brita water.
With affirmations on it.
Yes, with affirmations on the
Crystallizes
bottle.
into love and it tastes sweeter.
We got Clear Mind
Clear mind.
from the
Dr. Brew, Dr. Drew.
Dr. Brew kombucha. And
Dr. Drew, daytime medical
decide-
television professional.
Then we decided to add a little bit of raspberry leaf tea in the mix as well.
Shout out Jenna.
Yes, to support our hormones and also our throats and our vocal cords.
Yeah, I went out Thursday night. And I was
Yes, how-
talking to people. I was having a great time, and they're wonderful. And it's always nice to meet new friends and stuff, especially in the last circumstance, the last little while. You know, it's nice to meet new friends. And I was there with my buddy Jarrett from Proud FM. What's up, buddy? And yeah, we're gonna spin the song, and the new song only for the
Congratulations.
night. Thank you so much. So that's good. So yeah, I met a bunch of his friends, and man, I was talking and I freestyled for the table. I did my thing. It was so good. It was nice and fun. But the next day, fuck, did I feel it
Yeah.
in my throat?
Wow.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, we're out of practice.
Yeah, and we over the past week experienced a celebration of life.
Yes, we did.
We don't have to go into details or anything, but it was friend's mom, and it was like really, really special, and like reminder that like life is temporary. Like this, at one point, that it is no more what you know now, and like that's just like a great reminder just to like stay in the moment of gratitude.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
The person who was like sort of guiding the ceremony just had so many bangers, like talking about
Yes.
how like to be without death isn't like, I can't even recall anymore, but
She was letting off some steamers.
yeah, they just basically like, we have to love, like, death is such a interesting reminder in the human experience that, like, we must love. That's what we came here to do. Don't you feel so alive when you love? Like when you, and like even other things, like when you're first, meeting someone and you have that lust. Is my knee okay here? Or is that going to bug you?
I mean, you can ask me that, or you can put together the fact that you're doing something new with your knee, tilted the chair in, leaning your knee off into my space underneath the table, and the fact that I've bumped into it several times while trying to get comfortable. And you can calculate that and move accordingly, or you can ask me if your knee's okay there.
Well, I was having a great time where I was sitting. So if my knee isn't, if you can't adjust to what's happening now, I've changed already, haven't I?
Well, I'll sit like this now. I'll fix it.
You know what?
You can go back.
I love this moment.
I love this moment. You were just saying that you needed to love.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
I love you. So I totally want to get back to what you're saying, but we forgot to give him a shout out last time. Loved by Hollis Ozone Oil. Because you mentioned love, and it reminded me of it.
Yep.
And it's so special.
It is. It's I think we've mentioned it a couple times on the podcast, but you can put it on scars, you can put it on bug bites, you can put it on burns, you can
I don't know why it works.
Cuts. You can put it I use it on zits.
It works better than anything ever. You could totally sit back. I've changed here now. Please go back to where you were.
I'm cool.
Enjoy yourself. Sorry, did that come off wild and harsh?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe a little.
I know, because we were talking about death and appreciation of life and stuff, and then I come with a human problem, and it's just, like, petty, and then you're like, but I have a higher perspective on it. See, we like to, in the show, show how to do.
Yeah.
You know? We got to practice what we preach.
Yes, and that's what we started with here, with the intention setting, practicing. Any time that we talk about a tool on this show for like manifestation or, creating your own reality, it's really because we have either implemented it into our own routines or we're working to implement it. So it just helps remind us.
Like in the split second when she was like, is my knee okay there? I get a flashback and I'm like, I could have just said, yeah, you're good, and like moved on with the show. But there's like an explosive interaction because I am who I am.
Yeah.
And it's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of this.
We just like go through with it, like the impulse. And is Ace on you anymore?
Yes, he is.
He is? Okay,
it's
cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Winnie loves it.
And if anyone ever sees me, I don't know. I do always make time for my animals, but if anyone ever sees me like looking like I'm inappropriately touching my cat, it's not inappropriate. I'm squishing his belly.
How would you be inappropriate?
I don't know. Maybe I'm rubbing on his genitals or something.
What would be the value of that?
I don't know. Maybe I'm a creep.
It's just like you're throwing yourself under the bus for something no one's thought of.
Well, I don't know that. I don't think that we know that.
Okay, are we at a cannabis lounge right now? Because remember that? Shout out Puff Mama. She had the Underground 420 Club.
Yeah.
And there was the Vapor Lounge also on Young. Like, before we became legal, it was so cool. You could go in somewhere and, like, sit down inside and smoke. It was fire.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing for sure.
It will.
It's just going to take some time. Yeah.
Okay, but I cut you off. You were saying something before I came in with this crazy knee nonsense. I just wanted to give the shout out to Love by Hollis.
Well, we were talking about the ceremony of life, and I was saying that like death. I think she's the guide for this service. Said something like death is like can be a reminder to live. Like
should act as a reminder to live.
Yeah, like live every day. And while you're living, allow yourself to go through whatever emotion you're currently experiencing. In this case, it was grief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice. It was a good cry.
It's interesting because we've been talking
It's
about
sad.
death a lot. I've been thinking about death, like
Well, 'cause
really
it's
like
winter.
exploring it for over a year though. Like I just started thinking about it one day, and I was like, and it's really consumed me, not in like a obsessive way, but really anytime I touch on the topic, I just find it all so fascinating because no one wants to live forever. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine just doing this forever? That doesn't make any sense.
I think at one time from like the Seth books and like some spiritual teaching stuff that I follow, like that stretches over lifetimes, it says like humans were at one point having very long lives, and they said this is not optimal for the conscious expression
Yeah.
experience. So
They were taking too long.
it's like your life progression, the human experience, it's like you can come get like all the things. I think if you get more than 100 years, you're kind of just waiting around. Like you're like, you come here as one time and you think it's fresh. You come as a baby, you're like, I'm brand new. I was nothing and now I'm something. And you think you're like your DNA's family lineage, and you're told and indoctrinated into all this stuff, and you become a human and live your life. And once you do that, the basic fundamentals of becoming a being, you can like express, like swim the seas, fly the skies, taste the food, fuck the genitals of the thing you're attracted to, eat, like do this shit, like listen to the music and watch the films and, travel. Like, and then after you're like, I'm good. I've got it.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. Go and come back.
Yeah, and that's why love actually is at the center of all of those things, because that, like, whether you're meeting someone for the first time and it's like that, like, very surface kind of love where you're like, I am so attracted to you.
Yeah.
I just want to spend all my time with you.
Honeymoon
that
stage,
kind of love.
3 months approximately.
Or whether you're meeting a new baby of any kind,
love
if it's a
you.
human baby or a pet baby.
That's right.
Like, how
different type.
that feels so big in your chest. It's like, oh, I yearn for that feeling. I live for that feeling. That's so good.
And then the love of like a craft, like the samurai love, I feel like for musicians and like, actors and crew members, it's like there's a deep, like, it's like what people feel in the military, like patriotic love. It's like,
yes,
like you're an artist. I know what that takes. I know how hard that is. It's
or
like
when you watch
deep.
something that moves you to tears because you just like, you look at this piece of art and you feel so much about it. And you, like, sometimes it brings you to tears because you know how much work went into it, or sometimes it brings you to tears because it resonates on like a level that you can't even explain. Like, life is
art. You're talking about art.
beautiful.
You're talking about art right now too. I noticed that too at the celebration of life. Everyone had a poem, a song. People, human beings, call up on art when there is in time of need to process and move energy. Try and mourn someone without a poem. Try and go through a breakup without a song. Try and go for a walk without a song. Like, So when's the last time that you've like contributed to art? Art, like all of what I seen was people connecting with art.
Yeah.
And when they go back to their normal life, I hope they're fans. I hope that they spread the message of their favorite artists, because I see everyone getting really, really good value from artists. And like, that's fire because we live to do it. But also, I mean, I've been having this conversation with fans. I done got a donation over the past week just because it's like you send the message that you can really make a difference. You independent artists, whatever, or just like your favorite, poems, like give credit, spread it. Just like that art shit really saves lives.
Absolutely.
So you can like make a difference in artists' lives too, and like spread their message even, or like hold their name up, continue to share. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I know,
there's
that's just a
so
side
much
note.
beautiful art. We know so many fucking talented artists.
We always try and raise up our artists.
Oh,
And and learn. We're constantly learning by unraveling, by the reflection of what art gives us. We're like learning about ourselves and situations, and it's like a guide. It's like someone's gone through something and they left a little note of wisdom on the other side for you. So when you're on the crescendo side of it, when it's manifesting, you have a little bit more of an easier heart in the middle of the storm.
and when, oh man, that just brought me to tears almost.
Thank you.
I think, yeah, like when you hear something or see something and you feel understood by it, that's like the most calming thing that art can give you. That other people can give you sometimes too, but to like receive that.
Rest your heart. Ease your heart, baby. Soothe yourself back to light. And sometimes, I mean, in my music specifically, and the music I listen to, sometimes that's like angry vocals, you know? It's cathartic. It helps you move, and that's good too. That's healthy too.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good creative energy. So
Do you think art is always meant to be shared?
I don't know. It depends on the
either.
artist. I think that art of any type, even if it's a single line on a page, could be interpreted by somebody else and help them. So if it's like the focus and intention of your art is to help free others or bring perspective to others or nurture others or give to others, it's like you most certainly want to share your art. You know, if you feel really deeply called to do an art and you like do it really well and put in the time to practice to do it well, and you know, you feel like you're communicating something, you know, there's a certain part of an artist's journey where you're just yanking, but it's just because you're learning, you're building the skills. For me, it manifested like making songs that are just like rhymes, like showing I can like rhyme the whole dictionary, like, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I did a lot
so
of that
what?
with my crying and acting.
Yeah, you're
Like,
just
yeah, I know how to be really emotional.
you're yanking.
I'm really good at it.
Jazz
too.
musicians do it too. Great actors do it too for a certain period of time. But when you get to the point when you're actually making the material that you're like hoping is connecting and like sharing a message like that's bigger than you, it's that's good. And when you're nurturing the universe like that, it does give back. Especially if you're persistent. Especially if you're consistent.
Persistent and consistent.
Tint. I'm a sis. That's what Tyler Lemko, he's like, what's up, sis? Because it's funny, because straight white men are cis.
Oh, yeah.
Why did I say white? Straight men. Straight. I'm so used to saying, like, I wear it like a badge of honor, like I'm a motherfucking villain in a movie, because, like, we're the absolute worst right now. Straight white men. Ooh. Even to me, I'm like, fuck you. You're a fucking asshole. And
Well, a lot of them, you know, have been and are.
But whatever.
And will
No, those
be,
guys,
you know?
like, what was their name? Bradley? No, Bradley was the dick. It wasn't the straight white male. It was the fucking, you know, perhaps his privileges did lead him to some form of consistent, recognizable, distasteful behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Often, like, around the realm of interactions with women, like, I've observed it. Like, what is so gross about that? I don't know. But whatever. See, I'm just observing as an artist. Some guy could be like, man, that was awesome. He's such a gentleman. I know how to speak to that lady, because he did. And it's like, I felt like that was a little forced. But yeah, I'm a sensitive boy.
I lost you there. What were you just talking about?
20% of people who are still riding with me, that's why we're fucking friends. Yes! Most people probably lost me. I went on a tangential. You gotta save me from my tangential rants.
Fuck, I don't even know what you're ranting about right now.
I don't even know what you're saying. Okay, we started watching the show, the LOL show.
Yeah,
and
last
Tom
one
Green
laughing.
is fucking hilarious.
Canadian version.
The Canadian version. They're like,
Dude.
And when you guys, win, it will be $100,000 to the charity of your choice. And everyone's like, yeah. And Tom Green's like, I don't know, it's for charity.
Okay, so 2 of the best comedians in the world, like in history, I think,
George
are on
Carlin
this
and Richard
show.
Pryor.
Are on this show. No, Tom Green and Colin Mockery. Like,
Colin Mockery is the motherfucking man.
He
I met him at that
seriously
benefit concert.
is.
Yes.
He is so good. Either one of those guys.
I grew up watching him. Whose Line Is It Anyway?
They just won't break. They just won't. Like
They're professionals.
If I'm obsessed with this show already, and we're gonna watch it every week. It drops 1 episode once a week, and we're gonna watch it.
The most important date is Fridays at 7 EST. Disciplined Stoners new episode. Oh, when we're in LA, it's gonna be 4.
Whoa.
Fucking trippy, buddy. 4 o'clock.
That's cool, right? Get
Los
the after school crowd.
Oh, it'll be dropped and it'll be ready for 4:20, bicholas. Friday, Friday after school. Remember school? You walk home.
We didn't do drugs in school, and we don't condone that.
I did, and I do.
I don't. Do drugs when you're later in life.
Do drugs when you're later, man. When
Okay.
you are later, do it then. Do not do it early now.
I just want to say this about this show, so it's on record that this is what I believe. If Last One Laughing's winner is not Colin Mockery or Tom Green,
It's Tom Green.
it's because they were either paid to leave the show and not win it, or they got bored and they decided that they were going to finish the show because otherwise it would never fucking end because they will never break. That's I needed to say that about the show.
I got my skateboard here.
When did you get that skateboard?
I got it last summer because I said I need a hobby again.
And how has your life changed since you got it?
So good.
I rode it a couple times.
It's so fun. It's just fun. It's like, I had a skater identity a little bit growing up, Rock rap had its phase for
That
sure.
would have worked out well. He was a skater boy.
Said, see you later, boy.
He wasn't good enough for her. Now he's a superstar, slamming on his guitar.
We dropped a track
Yeah, we did.
earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, this is my Santa Cruz Blue board, and it feels real nice. Like, see how silent my wheels are? And I skateboard in the house lots, but I've gotten back to it, and I don't know, I feel like I got a part of myself back that was, like, fun. Like, I wanted to do things for fun. I first said, like, if I know one thing...
I know that.
Yo, you cut in real quick. If I know one thing, I know that. You snuck up on me there.
I know, because you weren't doing it on purpose.
I know, that was funny. You got me, bichola. That was awesome. I know that. I don't know. But, I was like, I'm not going to be a professional skateboarder, like post 30. So it's like, I can just do this for fun.
Yeah, that's important.
Pure fun.
Yep.
Pure nothing. No pressure. If I want to go ride it. I like just taking it down hills.
Yeah.
Like safe, long hills. I've made some promo content, even for us, the Tyler Lemko promo vid.
Yep.
And that was like, I hold Ralph. Or I let him run with me. When it's sunny, he runs so much.
He's such a good runner. I think I like biking like that. I love going for a bike ride.
Oh, man.
But we did do it so much last year. We probably did it like
killed it.
300 days out of the year.
Yeah. I'm even... My bike has a flat, and I'm like, I'm just going to let it die.
Oh, no. I'm getting my bike back.
Yeah.
I love biking. Like, as soon as I don't need to wear a winter jacket anymore, fuck yeah. Biking?
Biking?
Yes. is.
Yeah, it is true.
You
It
get
is fun.
places so fast.
In Toronto specifically, because parking is a bitch.
Yeah.
Because there's like these. If you've never been to Toronto, it's like it's the street train trolley train track streetcar. Thank you. There's a streetcar.
Because you've never been to Toronto, there's the street train.
In case you've never been here, let me make this easier for you and tell you about it like this. This track train, trolley track. But it's on like these like train tracks, and it's in the like primary lane of the road on most like large roads, like downtown. Like by large roads, I know I'm not making this any easier. I'm high as fuck. Shout out that cousin Larry OG.
Was that that must have been mixed with something? No.
Might have had a touch of BC Black
Yeah.
landslide in it. Mac Valley.
Yeah.
Miracle Alien Cookies Valley landslide.
Yeah.
Does that have the lava cake in it?
Yeah.
The lava cake is what gets me.
I know.
Makes me relaxed. I like it. I feel like I'm in a sauna right now. You know that feeling when you're in a sauna?
Yeah, it's hotter than what we're experiencing in this moment.
Well, of course, we're in Toronto. No one's allowed to be warm.
Tell them about the streetcar again.
There's trick trolley. There's track driving down the road in the center lane, and there's
Okay.
train tracks.
Back to biking.
That's what I'm trying to say. There's train tracks in the road.
I have this daydream
Jack trolley.
where I live in Los Angeles and I ride my bike to work every day, which is a like a studio or something for the TV series that I'm on.
Yes.
And it's sweet because no one bikes in LA, but I've decided to. And I like love the way to work, you know.
The crew people respect you for it and also make fun of you.
And
because they could never do what they
and
feel.
then I obviously have like a full bathroom and shower in my like area where
You got
I work,
a trailer shower for sure, at least.
because then I can get ready at work
Yeah.
before hair and makeup.
You get
That's
a
my
workout.
daydream.
You get a workout.
sometimes.
That's your life.
Yeah.
You get a workout. Yeah, life's good.
I daydream quite a bit. Do you daydream?
I know dream, you know?
Yeah, okay. So same thing. You're just replacing the word with day with no.
I do it at night. I do it in the day. I do it in the morning.
Okay, so you dream. You dream but conscious. You're conscious dreaming.
I think dream.
Yeah.
I
Does
be
everyone
dream.
else
I
do
be
that?
dream. Go in a dream and just be.
Like when you were a
Fabricate.
kid and someone knocked at the door and then you started singing just in case that person who knocked at the door happened to own a record label. And you were like, well, this is my one chance. In case the person at the door owns a record label, I better start belting. And then your mom's like, wait, just one sec, be quiet.
Mom, stop talking over my singing.
And I'm like,
Don't talk over my singing, Mom.
dancing with my baby in the summer rain.
Oh, no. Who was at the door just then, Mom? Did they say anything? Did they ask who was singing?
Okay, so I've always been a daydreamer. I'm curious if our listeners are daydreamers. Drop that in the comments or message us. I want to know if you daydream too. I used to daydream all the time about being on the Ellen talk show.
I still do until she started beating her staff.
Now I
Just
I have
kidding.
no comment. I don't know what happened.
No comment. I'm just kidding.
I want to be on Be Real's podcast.
Smokebox?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't do that one anymore.
What?
Well, it used to be his primary one, but then he brought on some co-hosts.
Aww.
And now they just like cholos just like sit in a room chilling, smoking, being dope dudes. And
Oh man.
I love it. I love the new show, but I miss the element of just chilling in a car.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I low-key want to steal the idea. If it's like, hey, B, do you mind if we try a version of this? Would that be hack if we took that idea? But, like, he had nice lowrider cars,
He abandoned that idea.
Yeah, like, he just doesn't do it anymore. We're fans, and we want it back, so we just want to do it now. We'll probably do that. Like, we'll do segments in Los Angeles where this is mobile. Like, this is
That's right.
You know? So it's like, we'll pull up, and Steve-O's doing it that way.
Yep.
We're fucking killing it! And get a couple cameras.
So did our episode ever go up last week?
Yes, it did. I followed up. Because remember, we left it uploading to go to Celebration of Life. Then we went to Costco, and then I came back, and I finished the completion of the upload.
Yes.
There must have been some pending time issue with the publication or population to publishing the episode to Spotify specifically, because just the audio showed up everywhere else. So I wrote Anchor about it. Shout out Anchor, good people. And they pretty much just told me to re-upload it. So instead of deleting it, I just went to the Anchor page and like re-upload it. And
thank you for doing that.
That worked. Yeah, you know,
Has anyone watched us on Spotify? Because we're early adapters.
We are, yeah. Just like they gave it to Joe first, and then they like rolled out some podcasts that were like, I don't know, maybe everyone working with Anchor did, or if a certain amount of plays or something, I don't know. But they were like, congratulations, you've been selected for early video access.
So
like,
you can
sweet.
watch us on your Spotify app now, which is trippy.
If that is just a general release and they added that message to boost enthusiasm, it worked.
Yeah, good job,
Yeah.
Spotify.
Because I'm like, fuck yeah. I'll export 25 gigabytes into MP4 and upload it here so it can like... And it looks fucking awesome. On YouTube, you can do like the 2100p thing, like double 1080p, 2160, I guess. Haha, math. And then Spotify, it's fucking crispy too. It's like television.
Do you think that you would be able to do a long division math equation successfully right now?
Yeah.
Like one with multiple numbers, not just like
Did you
6 divided by 2?
Did you call me Diego?
When?
I went to school with a guy named Diego who ended up playing like semi-professional basketball. That's cool.
Nice. Congrats, Diego.
Yeah. Serbian. Nice guy. What about math?
I was just inquiring.
I once facilitated a walkout in my math class because I got kicked out for no reason.
How many people went with you?
Like half the class. Class was like 25 people. It was like 12 people.
Wow.
13 people.
That's big.
Yeah, we all just filled up the hallway until the principal walked down the hallway. Then we just fucking ratted out the teacher unanimously. It wasn't just me alone this time. Although I used to spend so much time fucking put me in those little rooms in the office, in the nurse room.
Did you have detention?
Yeah, all the time.
What was detention for you?
I don't know. They'd tell you to do something where you just wouldn't do it.
I think I got detention once, but I can't remember why.
They just ask in high school. Most of them would be like, nah. But then they just wouldn't let you in class if you didn't show up to detention several times the next time, and then you just end up skipping that class. It's like the skills teacher. What the fuck is skills? It was just a bunch of like the bad kids in one class who was supposed to like work on general stuff like at a certain point in high school. And that was like, I don't know, you could just skip that class. But like there was planning. I guess planning was supposed to help you, but like what? What did you teach me? Absolutely nothing.
Okay, right now, if you can adjust the grade 9 through 12 high school curriculum, you have 5 classes. What are they? Go.
Creativity, personal discipline, finance, physical discipline or physical activity, And math.
Math.
Yeah, you do need basic math.
Yeah, but we're in high school now, so you probably know basic math.
Okay. Then I don't know. I don't think another one's really like creativity's already there, so you can choose music or whatever. So I don't even need 5 then. Fuck math, because I dropped out of math.
I'll add one to yours.
Please.
I want a fucking chores class. I think motherfuckers need to learn how to do chores and organize shit.
Well, how did I say finance and not consider that math?
Yeah.
I'm a stupid stoner.
You meant those were one and the same. What do you think, though?
What?
Math and finance.
Oh, I thought you meant stupid and stoner.
No.
That's good, of course. I'm just kidding. That was me perpetuating the stereotype right there. Self-awareness point. Ding, go.
Okay, so I think that it would have been helpful to have a class where you like learn how to clean a toilet, do some laundry.
Home ec.
No, home ec is like sewing and shit.
Yeah, but real home ec, like home.
Yeah, like actually like, hey.
More like social home, real home.
Yeah.
Chores is good. Chores would be a good name for it. Just give it real names.
Give tips on how to organize your fridge. Talk about what you're putting in your fridge.
Talk about
how come we don't know anything about nutrition when we leave and we all gain weight in college because we're like, oh, we can eat cheese quesadillas every day.
Well, this is where physical activity, there would have to be a nutritional element involved with it. And there would have to be some sort of accountability and goals. Why?
I don't know. I just don't.
Winnie controls me. I feel policed.
There's bacteria and stuff.
Where?
On your finger.
From what?
From all the sex we've been having lately.
I love it. Facts. Bang-a-ranger.
Oh,
jeez,
fuck.
Just totally diverts Bales, just gives me an out and just works every time.
Yeah.
We have been having great sex. That's true.
Oh, fuck. What is this episode?
I love it. I want to call this one the Bouncy Castle.
That's what it feels like. We've been all over the place.
I napped and didn't meditate since I got up.
Did you have a bouncy castle ever?
Like, own one?
No, like at a party or something. Did you ever go in a bouncy castle?
I've been in one.
I don't think I've been in one.
What?
My memory suggests that I have, but I think it's just because I've seen it on TV, and your memories you can't trust. So I think that I placed myself in a scene that I saw in TV.
How your socks felt on it with your feet?
No.
Okay, well then you haven't been in one, because that's the most thing. It's like, are my socks? Should I have taken my socks off? Like, this is the.
I think I would like socks in a bouncy castle.
I know, but you'd be surprised of how much it wears on your socks, and then your socks get dirty and uncomfortable and gross to wear. You kind of wish that you would have taken them off before getting in there with your shoes.
Oh boy.
It's a real. See, that's the conundrum. So if you had that sort of problem, if you had that blessing and that gift in order to receive the curse of that problem, then you would remember that shit. But if you didn't have that experience and emotional awareness attached to that experience, then you probably did not have that experience.
I do remember for sure I've been in the ball pit at McDonald's.
Remember the smell of it?
Kinda, yeah.
Plastic, thick plastic and French fries. And then sometimes you just lay in there.
Oil.
Yeah, oil, and you turn your head to the side and look at a ball, and it would be so greasy, and you could see your reflection in it, and it was greasy because some kid shoved a bunch of fucking saturated fat-covered potatoes in his face and went, I'm gonna go play and touch things, and then just went in the ballroom and fucked around. And sometimes kids shit their pants and started crying in there, and their parents would have to dive in and fucking scoop them out and play fucking Frogger with like their shit dripping out, and like other kids would be like look at their parents to see if they could stay in the ballroom, and someone's dad would be like, well, is there any shit in there? And then they'd be like, no, I don't think so. And like some McDonald's staff member, poor fucking bastard, making like nothing, would have to come out and be like, oh, I heard someone had an accident. And,
Fuck, this is a vivid memory.
you know, it was.
I don't remember it like that. I just more remember how I felt in the balls.
Just can't stop thinking about sex. I love it too. I can't stop thinking about how you felt in the balls too.
Okay, but seriously, if we ever had like a big Disciplined Stoners event, I'm talking like Metro Convention Center type thing.
Like we're talking fucking renting out ballrooms.
I would want a giant ball pit for adults.
That would be the primary reason why we'd want the big ballroom.
And
to
bouncy
have a ball.
castle. I want to get adults in as many bouncy castles as possible. And
well, here's the thing. Thank you. Disciplined Stoners is focused around wellness, and wellness is like flow practices, fun personal exercises.
This is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted at this event, this make believe event,
It's not a make believe event. We're planning this right now.
is an anger room or one of those.
A beat shit up room.
Yeah.
I like it.
Go in there and beat the shit out of.
I
did that.
Shit up.
I went to one of those.
You don't want to see me angry.
And it was so nice. We were all. It was four or five girls. I can't remember. And we were all like a little bit timid at first. And
You were like, what?
'Cause
First,
you're
you're like, huh.
you know, yeah, you're like you're kind of laughing at it. But then you fucking let
Find the
yourself
rage.
go.
Find the rage. Find the rage.
And fucking smash the shit out of something and break shit and scream. And you're
Fucking whack.
exhausted afterwards and it feels so good.
That's how you get ripped.
Fuck, oh man, I actually the other day I was like, I could use like a rage room. That's what it's called, rage room session.
Rage room sesh. Just to fuck shit up.
What a good idea. Thank you for that, to that place. They had like archery and stuff, and then they had this rage room.
We need to accept that we have tendencies to want to be explosive and emotional, and if we can assess that and give ourselves a safe playground to express that, then you're winning. We're slowly, moving upwards and away from violence, at least towards each other in the third dimension. Maybe it goes to video games and sends past that, but it's nice to get it out. It's nice to do something like that's why martial arts is fun. Fighting, boxing, something cathartic, like to actually just move, because our bodies do have the ability to do it. Like you feel this natural raw thing, even if you're like fucking chopping wood or something, but beating the shit out of something, you're just like fucking it's so in you somehow. Yeah,
highly suggest. Ralph is looking so fucking cute right now. It's crazy.
At us.
Both of us.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna do a picture. You know what I realized? I'm wearing the same shirt as I did in the last one. When? Ralph, I'm gonna get a picture of you too because you're so fucking cute. I have Ralph tattooed on me. Do you guys understand that? Do you think that you love your dog? How much? Go get a tattoo of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm being a silly boy. No, you can't ever compare.
It's too cute.
It's a nice dog.
It's very smoky, but it's just the light.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the light's facing us. And Ralph's just like our director. Ralph's like, yeah, keep talking about sex. It's funny. The kids love it these days. Oh, okay. We had little brisket sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Cheese sandwich.
I just don't believe that he couldn't win if he wanted to.
Tom Green's a winner, okay? Tom Green's a winner. Could we have him on the show? I would love to have Tom Green be on an episode of Disciplined Stoners.
That would be unreal.
It would be amazingly real. I'd have all the questions for him because I've been a fan since like the beginning of time.
Yeah, you really fucking love him.
I have, like, ever since we've dated, right? Like, it's one of the videos I watched. Like,
Yeah.
ever since I was a kid, I used to go up to people in grade 6 and grade 7. We'd go to the 7-Eleven on number 3 road in, like, Blundell or something in Richmond, British Columbia. And it totally... Freddie Got Fingered and watching his MTV show sparked my creativity and courage to use, like, this... I'm like... I have all this creative energy and, like, this wild confidence and, like, a little bit of aggression, but, like, it could be used as real comedic confidence. And he was, like, really, really made me guttural laugh. Like, he was, like, the Andy Kaufman of my time. And I used to go to 7-Eleven and stand outside. And from the movie, how he escaped the security guard and Freddie Got Fingered, he's like, is this a shoe right there? It's called a shoe right there. It's called Japan 4. Japan 4. It's a shoe right there. It's a shoe right there. It's Japan 4. It's a shoe right there. And there's like, what is shoe? And he's like, close the door. He's like, it's okay, I'm here to see Karen. Like, and he's bursting the door. So I practiced just, like, getting in buildings like that. And we used to stand at the 7-Eleven, and as people got out of their car, walked to the door of 7-Eleven, I'd, like, walk up to them and be like, it's called a shoe right there. It's a shoe right there. It's a shoe right there. And they'd be like, what? And then we just fuck with people, and, like, people would be like, you're crazy. And, like, it was so fun. We were just, like, so inspired to cause havoc.
Like, you probably stopped doing that when you were, like, 25.
You saw me do that, right?
Yes, you did that with me all the time.
I love doing it. I should do that again.
And people would be like, huh? And
oh, shit, I forgot that you knew about that.
Yeah, they'd be like, huh? And then he'd just keep walking, and I'd be like, oh, fuck, you really... Fuck you, man. I have to just, like, smile at this person now and follow you.
Dude, here's what it would be. By the time Winnie saw me do it, I was so familiar with doing it as just a little neighborhood renegade that I used it as a tool by the time I was with Winnie. So, like, for whatever I lack in size, I make up for in mental cunningness. So if I need to stop someone, there's always an emergency or something that they need to attend to. So if we were walking and I was just, like, wanted to divide their attention, I'd be like, she's right there. And they'd be like, what? I'm like, she's right there, she's right there. And they're like, what do you mean? And I just continue moving away. And they're just like... And also one that you could do is if someone was walking too close behind you, you could duck, pretend that something was there. I learned that from Just for Laugh gags. And you could, like, there's so many ways just to divert attention in public just to, like, make your way and move on. And I just, like, so funny. Leaving people confused is one of my favorite things to do. I walk away going... Yeah, I killed it.
Fuck, one time my friend Morgan prank called. I would never, anything that made me feel uncomfortable that I could get in trouble for, I would
right
not.
now.
And she prank called a random number and got their answering machine. And she fucking talked about how she, like, just got her period. Like, so much, just so much. And she was like, hey, please, like, call me back or whatever. And I guess there wasn't, like, I guess we had just started the caller ID. Like, some phones had caller ID.
But you could dial something beforehand to make it private.
Well, we didn't do that.
Oh.
And this sweet woman calls my house back, like, the next day or 2 days later, and gets my dad and is like, hey, like, I think your daughter left, like, a wrong a message that was meant for someone else on my machine. Like, she was so sweet, and I was like, oh my God, it was Morgan's crank call. But yeah, there's a little story about me from back in the day.
Dude, I love crank calls. This is one by Ed
I was
Bassmaster.
calling about the Guno pig on Craigslist. It's gone.
Yeah.
It passed away. Hello?
Hello, Pete.
Hey, I'm calling about your Craigslist for the couch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a a love seat couch.
It's a couch. It's got it seats 3 or 4 people.
Oh,
and then
okay.
I got a recliner too.
Oh, a recliner too.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and match.
They match.
Really, and it's in good shape too.
Well, I mean, they're in good shape. I had a golden retriever
Okay.
that scratched it up a little bit, but other than
I
that, yeah, they're
hate
in.
listening to that
I mean,
I
stuff.
want
sit
to
on them,
call
they're
and
on.
do one right now.
It makes me feel so.
Can I do one?
Absolutely not.
I want to do one on the air right now.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do my own like as a 11 rips. I'll give you guys one in private. Should we just call a pizza place and I'll fuck with them?
Absolutely not.
All right, let's find an ad. Let's find a classified ad,
No.
or let's just randomly call a number.
No.
Any number.
I don't like this at all.
Come on, let's try.
No, thank you.
Let's do 647.
I'm gonna leave. I will walk out
Don't
of this
leave.
apartment.
Just
I'm
try.
serious. Evan, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Okay, I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm just kidding. Okay, I won't. You know what I will?
Smoke the weed, we eat the weed, we drink the weed, we see the weed, we vape the weed, we are the weed, we bake with weed, so far with weed, we smell the weed, we grind the weed, we roll the weed.
Now on our Spotify.
We rub the weed, we dab the weed, we pass the weed, straight fab with weed.
And I don't even care if you smoke. Gotta give it up to the dope. For Marley and Carlin alone. For me when I'm home in my zone, creating these songs, keeping the stoners disciplined when we chat on the pod. Walk around town professing I'm God, but so are you. That's the truth. Yeah,
Ellevan, you're wrong.
And I'm on the wave like I'm getting paid. I'm unaware of minimum wage. I say what I say, some statements are made, but then we okay because we ain't afraid to talk it out. Yeah, just like this. And I never fly unless I'm high as shit. Smoke to my brain becomes bionic. I hold up a joint, it's a beat like this. Rolled up nice and lit at the tip. I know I'm hype, but I'm high as a blimp.
Okay, I love you again. You're hot.
You used to get angry and now I wanna lay low.
That's just a little taste of our new hot track.
Ooh. First track by Disciplined Stoners, birthed from making eggs.
Literally, yeah, let's tell that story. That's brilliant. This is the perfect time to tell that story. So, naturally, we had a bunch of sex this morning, and then after I made egg sandwiches, and as you started it.
I know, fuck.
And then I was thinking, well, every time I make something, especially something special, like a celebration type meal, or something cool and cute, it's a special day.
We grind the weed, we roll the weed, so kind of weed.
I kind of put on the music that inspires the type of cuisine that I want to make. So I put on like kind of like French jazz happy cafe music, so I can make these nice like multi-grain rye, like double egg, mayo sandwiches, like beautiful, very European. So I put on this jazz and I made them.
Let's all.
And like we were just about to eat, and Winnie starts like just singing her hook along to this jazz piece that originally starts like this. And then you'll hear the transition there, and then you'll hear I flip the beat. I sampled it and looped it.
Here we go now. We smoke the weed, we eat the weed, we drink the weed, we see the weed, we vape the weed, we are the weed, we bake with weed, so far with weed.
And I don't even care if you smoke. You gotta give it up to the dope. For Marley and Carlin alone. For me when I'm...
It's just bars. It's just fun.
It's a straight banger.
It's top hit material.
Yeah, so Ev made this beautiful food. We ate it. It was delicious. Then we lit up a joint, and then we also had this drink.
We got creative and productive. Oh yeah, what drink do we have?
The XMG, I think it's called.
It was watermelon.
Yeah, so we were smoking weed and drinking weed, and then the beat just like came to me.
You sang it to jazz.
Yeah.
Then I slowed it down, and then you made it.
And then we made our first hit single.
Oh, gosh, it's good. And it's on our Bandcamp now. You can get it here. On YouTube, there's a thing for you to get it. Get it here. Enjoy it. Love you guys.
Oh, okay.
What you got for us, got for us? Do you got a fun fact for us, Winnie? What you got for us, got for us, got for us? What you got for us, Winnie?
Fun
You got a fun fact, you got a fun fact, you got a fun fact for us. You got a fun fact, you got a fun fact, you got a fun fact for us, for us, for us. Got a fun fact for us.
In 1978, the United Nations awarded Bob Marley a peace medal in recognition of his advocacy for disenfranchised blacks around the world. He received the medal from African delegates to the United Nations in a ceremony at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City.
Wow, cool.
And this is such a sweet photo of him. Look at how sweet he is.
I mean, it is a fucking sweetheart, powerhouse sweetheart. At the same time.
Yeah.
Mr. Marley, that was cool that your fact correlated with the shout out in my verse.
I know, yeah.
The first bars, I don't know if you heard it with the beat, is creepy serial killer sound in the staircase hallway.
Oh, is
That's the
hallway?
Yeah, that's why we're lucky that the studio's on this side. So if you ever hear something from there,
Oh, man.
they're trying.
Bizarre.
Like you're. I'm about to go see what's up in this hallway. That was a great fun fact, Winnie.
Thank you.
I'd like to read something from our Neville piece
Oh, yes.
that we've been chipping away
We're doing the Neville series.
at. Did we?
Yeah, we
did.
did
We did prayer. Right? Freedom for all. The law of creation. Let us take one of the stories of the Bible and see how the prophets and writers of old revealed the stories of creation by this strange Eastern symbolism. We all know the story of Noah and the ark, that Noah was chosen to create a new world order after the world was destroyed by the flood. The Bible tells us that Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The first son is called Shem, which means name. Ham, the second son, means warm, alive. The third son is called Japheth, which means extension. You will observe that Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, contain the same formula of creation as does the divine name of Jod, He, Vav, He. Noah, the father and the conceiver, the builder of a new world, is equivalent to the Jod, or unconditioned consciousness I am. Shem is your desire, that which you are conscious of, that which you name and define as your objective, and is equivalent to the second letter in the divine name, He. Ham is the warm, live state of feeling, which joins or binds together consciousness, desiring, and the thing desired, and is therefore equivalent to the third letter in the divine name, Vow. The last son, Japheth, means extension, and is the extended or objectified state of bearing witness of the subjective state, and is equivalent to the last letter in the divine name, He. You are Noah, the knower, the creator. The first thing you beget is an idea, an urge, a desire, the word, or your first son, Shem, name. Your second son, Ham, warm, alive, is the secret of feeling by which you are joined to your desire subjectively, so that you, the consciousness desiring, become conscious of being or possessing the thing desired. Your third son, Japheth, is the confirmation, the visible proof that you know the secret of creation. He is the extended or objectified state bearing witness of the invisible or subjective state in which you abide. In the story of Noah, it is recorded that Ham saw the secrets of his father, and because of discovery he was made to serve his brothers Shem and Japheth. Ham, or feeling, is the secret of the Father, your I am, for it is through feeling that the consciousness desiring is joined to the thing desired. The conscious union or mystical marriage is made possible only through feeling. It is feeling which performs this heavenly union of father and son, Noah and Shem, unconditioned consciousness and conditioned consciousness. By performing this service, feeling automatically serves Japheth, the extended or expressed state, for there can be no objectified expression unless there is first a subjective impression. To feel the presence of the thing desired, to subjectively actualize a state by impressing upon yourself through feeling a definite conscious state, is the secret of creation.
Very dense.
Very dense. When I step up in the place, I got a different shoes to wear. I don't know my own lyrics, doesn't matter. I don't care. I can make 'em up and sing 'em when I'm in
That
the
was
fucking
nice.
place. You can book me for a reasonable price today. When I mean reasonable, I don't mean cheap or less for me. I mean inevitably you will have a good deal because I give 150% every time. That's just what I do, even if it's $9,000.
That was beautiful. Thank you for reading that.
You're welcome. It is my pleasure.
So there's the J-O-D. You said J-O-D, but I imagine it was G-O-D.
No, overall, it is the idea, the thought, then connecting with the feeling, and then being aware that you are the manifesting creator and that you have the extended help from source.
Yes.
There you go.
Boom.
Thoughts,
Those were the cold notes.
feelings, just being. Shut the fuck up.
Is it Cold's notes or Cole's notes?
It's Colt's notes, I believe. It was a gentleman named Colt who
Is it
came up with the
Chad's
idea of notes. Is it Stevens Brigade? Is it Jimmy's discussion? Is it Joanna's coffee house gathering? You know when there's social situations and you can kind of tell that someone's like the gatherer or the boss or the main point?
Yeah.
And anytime that person asks me a question, I'm just like, this is your cult. I'm a crazy guy who just says things and then they're like, that's so funny because it's true. And I'm like, yep.
I'm sure that they like that role that they play in that
Of
cult.
course, dude. If you serve a community, they love you. This is so beautiful. Look how this spins like this so easily. So that was another episode of
wanna
Disciplined
play-
Stoners. What?
Want to play Spin the Crystal?
Should,
Ah, it pointed right at me.
yeah.
Yeah. It's me every time, bitch.
Yeah. It's you every time, bitch.
Come on. Oh, no, that wasn't at me at all. But it did point at me that first time for realsies.
Oh, for sure. I seen it.
You can rewind right now.
Well, good thing we're recording this.
Rewind.
What's the coolest thing that you remember happening at a mall?
At a mall?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't freaking know.
We don't even condone malls. I don't know why I asked that. I'm drunk.
I mean, probably something at Spencer's.
Oh, man. Remember Spencer's?
Lava lamp.
I had a lava lamp. Did you?
Yeah, I had a lava lamp. I had a bunch of cool lamps that I honestly would totally dig if we had in our home now.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's. Is Spencer's a thing? Are malls things
I
anymore?
had the lamp that was made up of a bunch of little fibers. or something, like
Yes.
plastic.
It was called fiber optics.
And it was soft. It was
Yes.
soft to touch.
Yes.
And it was so beautiful.
Fiber
And it
optic lamp.
changed colors.
Yes.
And
It
mine
looked like
was,
round.
well, mine was actually like a flower arrangement
Yeah.
of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but if you scooped them all together, it was like this, and then you'd let them go, and then the tips would glow.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
mine was like more controlled than that.
Okay, I get it. You had a different one than everyone else.
Yeah, and it was beautiful, and I would totally have it again if I ever found it.
There's a couple things I would have again too.
Okay, this has been great.
Hey, this has been
This has been groovy. What we're gonna call this, Bouncy Castle?
a fairly decent episode. I'm just kidding.
You're probably gonna come back at least one more time to see if it gets better.
Yeah, you're at least, if this is your first episode watching this, you're at least going to be like, there's potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Watch our last episode.
we'll point out the ones that are like real bangers. Episode 77
We
is 11 a
actually
redneck.
should though have like a
guide. We should do a rating system. What would this episode get out of 10? I'd give it a 7.
We should do like a greatest hits.
Well, we have to do the compilation of your facts.
I know, but that's a whole different. That's a video on its own.
That's a whole other project that we will need an intern for. So let us know if you're going to be in the Los Angeles area next year, and if you want to be a Discipline Stoners podcast intern.
Ba-da-ba.
Ba-da-ba. Okay, favorite swimming pool moments.
Favorite swimming pool moments. I have one scary pool moment where
Scary?
Yeah, well,
Don't
it's
scare
the first
yourself.
one that came to mind
Don't
where
scare
I
yourself.
was scared about breathing.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe for just too long. It was just too long that I couldn't breathe. I'd come off of a water slide and someone else came on top of me and pushed me down further
What the fuck?
into the pool. And it was too long for me not to have air, so I got very panicky. So that was one pool. I also remember having a great pool time at the wave pool in Red Deer with my best high school friend, Ashley.
Oh.
And that was fun because wave pools are fun. And, oh, yeah, this one time, my Opa had a pool in Spain. And
One time, my
I
Opa
always
had a
used-
spool in pain.
I always used the floaties on my arms to swim.
Cute Winnie, cute all time.
But
How
the-
old were you? 15?
No, I was much younger than that.
I was making a humorous statement explicitly to have a laugh.
Okay, that was good. Thank you. And it was my first time showing my Opa that I could swim without those floaties because we'd go to Spain like on a sort of yearly basis generally to see them.
Everyone knows what that's about. Your
And-
grandpa having a swimming pool in Spain. You know how that old chestnut goes.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember he acted so afraid. He was like, what are you doing?
Did you perform for him?
Yeah, for
Cute.
sure.
Do you love him?
And he was like, oh my God. And I just remember feeling so great. Like, that's the coolest feeling. 'cause-
He loves you.
yeah. Yeah, I love that man.
Little Winnie's cute.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I must have been young.
Like 2?
No, like 7, maybe.
I was way off.
Yeah, 2. 2 and you're swimming by yourself.
I was going to say, no wonder he was
2
concerned.
years old's arms are so... They can't even get floaties on a 2-year-old's arms.
And then the grandpa's like, you remembering it as him pretending that he was, he was scared. He was actually like, no!
Yeah, maybe.
It's okay. Okay, yeah, you were 7, so you were like splashing and kicking and being like, ooh, this is kind of hard, but it's not really.
Yeah.
Because you knew you
Yeah,
could do
it was
it.
the best.
Remember lying like that as a kid?
That same year.
Lying.
that same year, I trapped like a little gecko lizard.
A gecko?
Under a cup.
From the get-go?
But I did it too hard and I chopped his tail off.
Oh, but they grow back, so it's all good.
I started bawling. I could not believe that I had done that. And then my Oma was like, they grow back. It's fine. And I was like, oh, yeah.
I destroyed this thing. And
That must have hurt, though.
yo, just like, you chopped his fucking tail off? How?
Yes. I
By
went
slamming
to,
a
like,
cup
yeah,
down?
and then I guess I didn't think about
Mutilation
his
by
tail.
edge of cup.
Fuck, jeepers.
And you were just like, crunch. Was it like a bug? You must have felt the vibration. You felt the vibration of like fucking severing.
It wasn't cute.
Oh, did it
It
bleed?
wasn't fun. No, I can't remember. I
Do
can't
lizards
recall it
bleed? They have
bleeding.
cold blood.
Like, what do you mean cold blood?
Like lizards, reptiles, reptilians are cold-blooded creatures. They're not mammals.
Okay, is their blood actually cold?
It's physically cold. Touch them. You touch Ralph, he's warm. Touch a fucking...
Fish?
Yeah, touch a fish. Same thing. Or a lizard might be a little bit easier to touch. Or a snake. They're cold.
Well, this has been interesting.
Hey, guys.
How many of these do we have really,
Like
though?
4.
Yeah, I would say that, too. I would also say that.
Well,
So-
we'll have a Zagat review guide, but sometimes people just like getting silly with us, I swear.
Getting silly with us. Na na na
Na
na
na
na
na
na.
na 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 getting silly with us. Na 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 getting silly with us. So look forward to the music video for our new Hot Fire track. It's gonna be coming. We're gonna be fucking silly in it, and it's dropping on Winnie's YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, the home of Disciplined Stoners on here. Guys, make sure just to like play our episodes in the background, please. Like just keep them on at your home, in the background while you just do stuff.
Thank you all.
And we can pretty much just like hang out all the time. It's pretty much like we live together.
Thank you to all our listeners. Any newcomers, welcome.
Yeah.
Drop a little note, a little comment if it's your first time watching the video on YouTube.
And if you could give us a review, that would be incredibly excellent. And
Yes.
greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
On Apple Music. Yeah, reviews helps. Like and subscribe.
Or give us 5 stars on Spotify too.
5 stars on Spotify.
Or if you're-
subscribe on Spotify.
A follow on Spotify. Yeah, subscribe on YouTube, please. Ultimately, like, yeah, share. That would be nice.
Yeah.
You know, engage with us. We really appreciate the community, and we see you guys. We see our little core hang
We
that we
see
got going on here.
who
We
does
appreciate you.
reviews.
We're
so-
tracking you. We're like the CIA. We know where you live. Just kidding. And
Be well, be love.
yeah, check out our new song on Bandcamp as well. Just saying. But also you can stream it here for free or on your Spotify. We smoked the weed, we fucked the weed, we fucked the weed, we fucked the weed, let the bean have sex today, let's have the day, let's sex today, let the days and let's sex and sex. We had brisket sandwiches today.
Yo, are we going to keep this going?
Put them out of their misery, Win.
We love you. Be good.
I'm still just rolling a joint.
Right, okay. So my mom said something super funny today. She was like, my dad was like, oh, I want to marry you in our next life. And my mom was like, well, be your best more.
Do your best more.
Do your best more. And I just thought that was brilliant.
Well, do your
Do
best
your
more.
best more. Hey, more of the time do your best. Otherwise, it's not going to happen in the next life. And I think,
But your mom said no to marry him in the next life.
well, if he steps it up and does his best more, he might have a chance.
Jim, you need to do your best more, dude.
Yeah, she's a hot ticket.
She's a hot tamale, hot
Woo!
ticket.
But then I told my mom that she might not even like men in her next life.
Yeah, she could be a man who likes men, even, or doesn't like
She
men.
could be anything. That's
She could
the
be
thing.
a dragon.
Louise Hayes says that we've, like, I guess it's dependent on how many times we've come
We've been
around,
all
but
of
we've
them.
been all genders and all sexualities. Like,
Yeah.
we're coming to experience. We're
If
coming
you're
back to experience all of it.
If you're a straight man, you've probably been like a female sex addict who just wants the dick 24/7, you know?
And that's why we're all on the spectrum of everything. There's
Yeah,
a giant
truly.
spectrum, and all of us are on it.
And it's okay if you're on a side of it, you know? But it's like, it is a spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
For
stuff.
everything.
Good stuff to check the pulse on, too. Just check in, watching porn, just check out some different stuff. But I don't know, porn's not even good for the brain, is it? I don't know. Interesting
don't know.
conversation,
Yeah.
masturbation, porn situation, you know?
Yeah, it
'Cause
is.
you gotta, it's like, you know, you're smart. We're sentient beings enough with the self-awareness and the stimulus and the tools enough to do it. You're not going to not do it. You're not going to take that away from the monkey.
Yeah, I think the main thing with porn is that you should be watching stuff that people create because they want to create it. So you
Yeah.
have to be aware of where you're watching it from. And you should support your porn creators.
Go
like,
to OnlyFans.
Yeah.
$5-7 a month. Just like,
like
we
they
say,
want to
support.
provide a service, and
Yes.
they are doing that, and then you can pay for that service. I think that's totally
It's
that's
totally
that,
cool. It's
like-
actually ethical porn. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, I like some porn every now and again.
Yeah. Check out some visuals.
Yeah.
Peep the scene.
So I don't think, I
It's
don't
nice to
think
do it
it
with
should
your
be
mind,
bad, but
too.
you definitely like it kind of just depends on how your relationship with it is, I guess. So like you just have to look at yourself and be like,
Morning times, daytimes, night times.
yeah,
Just got to figure
is
out.
this, taking away from the rest of my life, or is it adding to it?
Terry Crews was addicted to porn. He came out to talk about it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I rolled
Yeah,
this
he
joint
seems
now.
Cool, that guy.
Yeah, very sweet. Helps with the whole world's masculinity when someone who's such this spitting image of what men consider masculinity to be is like vulnerable and
Yeah.
open about pain and facing yourself. No matter who you are, no matter how tough you are. Literally, that's Mike Tyson's thing. Like, it's like you can be the baddest motherfucker on earth like he is, and you still got to face yourself. You still got to go back and face yourself. It's good shit.
One more time, I'm using Ozone Oil by Loved by Hollis.
Yes.
I've been using it on. I just like smashed my finger into a brick wall by accident.
When? Why? How?
Last week. But
Where?
I was taking off my yoga outfit at the studio, and it's their exposed brick wall, and I like flung my top off, like, because it's sometimes hard to get your bra off after you've sweat so much. So sometimes you have to use a little bit of force, and the way that like it popped off at one certain point, my hand went moving, and I hit a brick wall with this knuckle. But honestly,
Where was their exposed brick wall in the change room? Like near the front?
Near the showers. But what I found really fantastic about ozone oil specifically, this was a pretty deep cut, so I think it definitely has helped it heal faster. But
Jeez.
it helped the initial swelling of it. Like it helped it feel less vulnerable. You know when you first cut yourself
Special.
and you it's like
It's
fuck
traumatic.
anything like you hit it on anything and you're like shit, like ouch, that hurts. I feel like I had more durability out of this quicker.
Yeah, like even hangnails kind of get
ozone.
like swollen. Like, hangnails get like swollen and harden up, especially when they start to scab. This just like relieves that like surface tension of like that pain. And that's what pain is from that tension, you know?
Like if you live out in the wilderness and you get bug bites, you
Oh my
need this.
God.
You absolutely need it.
It immediately zaps away like any form of physical discomfort, like burns. Like I burned myself, just put it on.
Yep, I've burned myself with my curling iron before, and it helps right away. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like
It's
immediately
bizarre.
it helps.
Like I'm just touching it on my like cuticles and on my hangnails now. Like literally, this has been low key like bugging me almost this whole time and like all day, and I just finally put some on now, and it's like it's bizarre. Like it's almost bizarre how good it is and how much it helps your everyday life. Because if you can eliminate those little aching pains, you're in a better mood. You breathe easier. You know, we talk about all this mindful shit, but if your lower chakra isn't met, if your needs aren't met, if you're in fucking pain, it's very hard.
Yeah.
To raise your awareness. So
2 ingredients: olive oil, ozone, O3. I've seen video of him, Scott.
Our good friend, the love of Scott is also in this, and the love of Hollis is in this.
Yeah. Of how this is created, and a small bottle. It takes a long time to infuse this olive oil with ozone. I don't know the exact scientific product. We'll
It's
get
extremely valuable.
We'll get Scott on the podcast at some point.
Yep.
To talk about it.
Yep. He's a very inspiring guy. I'll let him tell his story.
Yeah.
But like it's absolutely incredible and inspiring, and we encourage you to go get some oil for yourself. He ships all around the world. Mm-hmm. We'll put his website, which is lovedbyhollis.com, but we'll put it in the description. And another little quick shout out, our friends at Alchemy Gold. These brain boost psilocybin microcubes are just perfect for daily dosing, and it's a microdose and just puts you in a beautiful, clear state of mind and raises your mood. And you got to create a relationship with it, just like any stimulant, right? Just like even when you first start drinking coffee, it's like, oh, that's real good every day for like a week. And then you're like, hey, I just, back off for a minute, see what it's like without it, and, gear your relationship with it. But ultimately, these have been very helpful for consistent periods of time, like for like a week, I'll do 1 week on, 1 week off, or maybe just when I feel like I could use an extra little boost, or days when that you just got to really focus and perform. These are super helpful. And I almost experienced like such levity that when I didn't have them, I felt like it was a little heavy. But then I took a couple days off, and now I just do like whenever I feel like I could use a second coffee. It puts you in a nice space where you're enthusiastic. It puts you in an emotional space. That's the best, easiest single word I could use about it. But yeah, these milk chocolate cubes are awesome. So Alchemy Gold, hit them up on Instagram or ask us for a link. But yeah, that chocolate has been awesome as well.
Yeah. So thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
to
you guys. Fucking fun. Good hang.
This is
We're moving.
We said today we just wanna bring joy and love. So, and be silly.
Create things. So go listen to that song. It's fun and silly.
Oh, and love someone extra today.
Yeah, give some head or something.
Or just some eye contact, a listening ear.
Oh, yeah, that's good too.
A hug.
For sure.
Just some extra. Infuse your love into someone's life today. And then if everyone does that, that's going to expand.
That sounds nice
It's
to
going
me.
to grow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. Love, be well.
Happy. Turn around and show them the area where we shot Love at nighttime. You probably can't recognize it, but...
Hey, Win!
Oh my. Yes.
We got a new thing.
Oh, right. We need to tell you about our new thing.
Support the show now on Patreon and get a bunch of private perks.
This is where we shot Love. You can't even see though, probably. Here. That's my shadow. Okay, bye.
Discipline stoners!
The gateway drug to mindfulness.
Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit. Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit. Gateway drug to mindfulness. Let's roll one up and take a hit.